what makes you guys smile? Lots of times when I have conversations with people, like there's a lot of questions where people will give me the I don't know answer, or like it's some like it's one of those things where they will say one thing immediately and then they start doing more thinking upon the question, and then their question ends up being more not complex but like more thoughtful than how it started out. All right. So like, what makes you smile? That is something that I want for you guys to answer as well, just because, I mean, life is not going to be all about like joy, happiness, peace, all that other sort of jazz. Life has its ups and downs or whichever. So but nonetheless, though, like knowing what makes you smile, knowing what brings you joy, what brings you peace, that is going to be something that's very, very helpful, because especially in the darkest moments, the most difficult, that's going to be something that helps you out regardless of what sort of time that you happen to be going through. But and this is a question that honestly made me think a little bit more, like what makes you smile?
I got one for you.
Yeah.
I love seeing other people smile authentically. Like when it's their true selves, they're being themselves like you are right now. This makes me smile, King Zach.
You did.
Yeah, I love it, dude.
I appreciate it. The authenticity. It's funny that you say that, Brian, because they're like, I know we talked a little bit before about how, like, especially as of recently, and for everybody out there, y'all need to know this as well, because the King has been very, very active when it comes to performing music as of lately. But like, of course, the energy that I have here, like I just have it in general, right? But there have been like folks that came up to me and talked afterwards, because like whenever it is that I'm up and I'm performing or whichever, like, like I really like am in love with the songs and in tune with, whatever songs that I make and whatever songs that I perform.
Yeah, you're flowing with it.
Yeah. And so like there's like even like, sometimes like the crowd or the actual atmosphere may be like very dim, very, chill, or, I'm trying to find like some nice words to put it, but I'll just keep it at that. Because I fell in love with these beats. And so like sometimes like coming up on like a certain part within the actual instrumental, I'm like, oh, this is my jam or whichever. And, folks who have came up and said like, yo, listen, granted, I may have been having a rough day or whatever, but like to see you up there and actually like having a good time and like actually like, like just having fun and bringing that energy, like that's something like you need to keep doing that. And I'm like, oh snap, man. And so I guess that makes me smile in return. When I first like put this particular question down, this might be a little weird, but like going back to those dark moments, it doesn't make me smile, because like or let's just say it does and it doesn't. It does in the sense that like I guess over going through so many of those different instances, I'd rather smile and laugh as opposed to cry and yell. In which to piggyback a little bit to earlier in this episode, that's why when big shout outs to Brian, when Brian asked the question like, when's the last time that you like yelled like that, I was like, damn, like that's going back to that's going back to again childhood, when I didn't adopt the whole when you're going through your darkest moments, laugh as opposed to cry sort of practice. And which was also another reason why I was like, okay, listen, so if I do abandon that particular practice, I'm right, which is something that is embedded in the kingdom, just know something's got to get done. Like in going through like the dark moments, knowing that at some point in time, like it's like a game. Whenever it is that whether it be basketball, like how, we were just seeing not too long ago, or, Uno or whatever other game, like the tide always ends up turning. And so I guess to some degree, I end up laughing because like, not like I know what's going to happen or how the tide is going to turn specifically, but just knowing that, okay, like it's definitely going to happen. When it feels like it's going to, I'm not going to lie. That's when like I don't know. My smile and my laugh. That's when it might be the most loudest, because I'm like, oh yeah, you done messed up now, or not even you as in like a person, but like, okay, this is like we're on a roller coaster. Oh snap! So we're going up. We're about to like, this is where the good part begins. So I guess also another thing that makes me smile is like spending time with people, talking with people. And I think also, I was just talking with a friend about this the other day as well. Like my favorite thing to do, I've come to realize, even like outside of like making podcasts, making music, I guess whatever work. I may like this a little bit more than I like all of what I just was talking about. But like, I love going out to eat, sitting down, and again, talking and spending time with people. That has been my favorite thing. I knew that was up there, but like what made me realize that like stuff like that is what makes me smile the most. I guess community, family, community, quality time was when, like, of course, going through this, talking about difficult times, whichever, again, hey, listen, the kingdoms, are entities. And listen, we coming up. I ain't gonna speak too much, but yeah, we're going through our struggles. I would always, back during the earlier parts of this year, like schedule, like I would set up outings for myself and my folks for us to go out and eat. And we'd go every single Saturday or every single Sunday, not even Sunday, every single Friday or every single Saturday. It's one of those 2 days. But it wasn't up until like, we got to the position where like, I was like, damn, I cannot like, I don't have the money to go out and do that or whichever. It wasn't until like I had to step away from it that I realized how much I truly enjoyed that, how much I truly valued that. So, I guess, and knowing, I guess, in me learning more and more about myself, that is definitely a very important thing, though. But again, I'm going to emphasize this as well, because I know I'm doing a whole lot of talking about me. Y'all make sure that y'all find that answer for yourselves as well. Because again, whether it be the good times or whether it be the bad times, knowing what makes you smile, and also like if it's an activity or if it's a person or whatever it is, I think it's going to be very, very important that regardless of the time, that you find a way to stay connected to that. Definitely stay connected to whatever it is that makes you smile. Pause, man. I done went through and got all sentimental.
She know where it's at. She know where it's at.